Hey guys, Andrew Michael here, getting ready to do the live Ustream chat coming to you on December 15th, 2013. It is 8:30 p.m. and I'm getting things started off. So again, Andrew Michael here. We're going to get the Ustream live weather chat started here shortly. Just wanted to jump on there and get this thing up and running. Let me copy this, throw this over in Facebook real quick. Copy, retweet this. Boom, 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 boom. Post this over on the Facebook page, and we will get this thing started very, very shortly. So you guys have any questions? You guys can leave those in the social stream on here. On Ustream, you guys can leave that right there on the right-hand side of the video, and I'll be answering your guys' questions. Any question you guys have, you guys can post those on Facebook or Twitter, and I will be getting to those questions for you guys and checking out, seeing things here, what's going on. See if there are any new comments, notifications. Does not look like it. All right, let's pull up the Ustream. Looks like we got a couple people on here right now. And see what's going on the social stream. Turn down this video. Check to see if there are any other new questions. 8 p.m., 8 p.m., 8 p.m. 2 more, 0 more. Hey guys, Andrew Michael here. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I will get to those. Otherwise, I'm going to be responding to this message real quick. Hey folks. Andrew Michael, if you guys have any questions, feel free to jump on there, ask those away, and I will be getting to those here shortly. Right now I'm responding to an email. All right, check out Ustream, see if there are any questions. All right, question coming in from Eric. How come you guys have Boy Scouts come to the studio? It's a great question, Eric. So what we do is Scouts need to get their badges for what they were in for today, their communications badge. So they contacted me. They said, hey, we'd love to come in, visit the studio, get the behind-the-scenes tour. And so since they were getting their badges for that, their communications badge, or actually it was a bead. We invite them to come into the studio. I give them a little bit of a tour, and they're here for about an hour and a half or so, and they can see everything behind the scenes. Question from Alex. Will tomorrow's morning commute be dicey? Yes. What we're expecting tonight is snow showers pushing their way in. I need to open up my show because someone was in here working on this. Open show, Buck show. So yeah, we've already got all the ice. We had all of the rain that came through yesterday, and what happened is all of that had refroze overnight last night. And so we've got a lot of ice out there. Typically the ice that you can see out there right now, you can see, you know that there's ice there, but tonight we're expecting a little bit of light snow pushing its way in, and even that thin little bit of a dusting will sit on top of the ice, and then you won't be able to see the ice, causing probably a lot of problems on the roads tomorrow. If it was me personally, I would plan on leaving a decent amount earlier tomorrow than normal. Not that that means that I'm going to get any extra sleep tonight, because I will be watching the Homeland season finale. So, all right, let's see here, see if there are any other new questions. If you guys have any questions, like I said, you can ask them on the Ustream social stream, which is on which is on the right-hand side there. Or if you guys are on Facebook, I'm on there, Andrew Michael, or on Twitter, it's Andrew WSYX6. Twitter's probably one of the easier ones because the Twitter feed, if you ask the question, it'll automatically feed in here. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask that. Eric's just saying that he got a retweet of your live chat, so that's awesome, Eric. Alrighty here. Let's see what's going on. Not seeing anything on Twitter there, and let me close out of this. So one thing I will bring up, the chances for a white Christmas are drastically smaller than what I was thinking last weekend. What's happening is that later this week we're going to have a huge surge of warm air. I'm trying to turn this so that way it's not all these lights blinding you guys. Does that work better? Not really. What if we go over here? I'm trying to change this so that way you guys can see me better and it's not all these blinding lights. It's kind of hard to do when I'm in the studio the whole time. We'll leave it there. So last week we talked about the chances for a white Christmas. Unfortunately, later this week we're expecting to get highs back in the 50s. So any snow that we've got outside, 50s along with rain, likely going to be melting pretty much all of our snow by the time we get to this time next weekend. We will have a little bit of a cold snap right before Christmas, but the only problem there is that, well, we're not going to have a lot of moisture when this kind of rolls its way back in. All right. Am I in the right place? All right, let me reply back to Julie. I can't ask. All right, so let's see if there are any other questions on here. Alex, me too. Eric asking, what do anchors Yolanda and Bob see on the laptops? Well, what they're seeing on the laptops is our rundown, which is what we look at when we're doing our news. I can pull it up and show it to you here. One thing I'm not trying to do this time, because it happened last week, is when I moved the phone around too much, it accidentally stopped and froze black, and then it started a new session. And I don't want to do that because last week it caused some people to jump off of there. So here's what iNews looks like, what all of our producers are putting on there. So let's pull up the 6 o'clock news since that's what you guys saw. So here's what Bob and Yolanda are looking at. You can see the rundown of all of these shows. And so that's our entire show. These are all of the stories that we're doing, and then the breakdown of each story. So this is like my main weather, so that's like the little weather briefing. So if you're watching in closed captioning, that's what you would see. Same thing here, so this would be what's in the closed captioning. So if you guys are watching that at home. And all of the producers type this up. If it's a story like what we had, the Worthington purse snatching, the reporter normally types that up, which is James Jackson tonight. But that's what Bob and Yolanda are looking at when they're looking at the laptops on the desk. They're looking at our rundown show, or what all of the stories are that are coming up, so that way they know what's coming up. All right, let's see. Alex asking, is your Christmas shopping wrapped up? I have one more person left to go shopping for, but otherwise, yes, all my Christmas shopping is done and wrapped up. It feels great to have all of the Christmas shopping done and wrapped up. Let's check back over to Facebook, see if there are any new comments or questions over there. All right. I posted earlier, much warmer temperatures on the way, white Christmas may be in jeopardy. Got a lot of people talking. We've already had way too much winter for me to handle. It's just funny. Some people are saying, hey, we've had enough of winter already. I don't mind that we're not going to have a white Christmas because at least it'll be easier for me to travel. Someone's saying, good, I'm tired of this ice skating rink. That is my road and driveway from Mary Beth Hudson. So it's interesting to hear what everyone has to say about the fact that we may not have a white Christmas this year. Any other questions? But yeah, all of my Christmas shopping is done. We finished today. I went out and had to buy a couple things for my nephews. And yeah, everything else is done, wrapped up. So pretty much finished, just wrapping the gifts now and getting seeing all the family. Do you read Eric asking, do you read a teleprompter when I am doing the weather? No. When I'm in front of the green screen, the thing that I see is exactly what you see at home. So when I see myself in front of the green screen, or when I see myself in front of temperature maps, that's exactly what you're seeing. It's exactly what I'm seeing. So when I'm up there, I just make up everything as I go. Kind of like when I'm doing this Ustream right now. Just play as I go. Stuart Osborne, is it me? Yes, it is you. I don't know. So, no, I do not read a teleprompter when I am in front of the green screen doing that. And actually, I have a very little bit of dyslexia, unconfirmed, but it's sometimes when I read, I've anchored before, and I have to really wake up my brain to keep that from kind of triggering and messing up my words, which it happens anyway. All right, so let's see what else is going on. Refresh the Facebook page. Live chat. No other questions there on the social stream. But if you guys have any questions, again, fire away. Comments, thoughts, observations. Was there something you saw today that caught you by surprise? Adam asking, saw a European model showing over a foot of snow here before Christmas. Is it true? I know it will change, but still, wow. And I will respond to that, answering it right now in the the answer to that is no. The European model is not showing a foot of snow before Christmas, and I check these every single day that I come in, just for the fun of it. I did not check the one that ran last night because it was old by the time I got in. But what I will do is I will check this out and see what it shows, but I'm very certain that it's not showing anything like that. Snow total to forecast hour. Let's go this run. Let's go this run. And just for fun, let's throw on the newest American model, snow cover, snow accumulation total to forecast. I believe these are correct. All right, so by Christmas, so the latest one doesn't go out that far. So the latest one is showing snow arriving by the 23rd, which is still, compared to the other one, it's hit or miss. So right now what I'm seeing here is, you can see here, it is showing a decent amount of snow. I said I wasn't moving the camera, but I feel like it's the only way to show you guys what I'm looking at. So it is showing some snow, and this is the 22nd, the afternoon of the 22nd, which would be, what day of the week is that? That would be Sunday. So it is showing some snow moving in by Sunday, but the American model, which I'll pull that down here, this is the other model showing not much. That one's showing some. So again, right now I am thinking that chances for a white Christmas for Ohio, very slim. That's the only one model that's showing that significant snowfall before Christmas, because the American models are not showing anything, unfortunately, which kind of stinks because I would love a white Christmas. I mean, who doesn't love a white Christmas? I know it's a little trickier to drive in and everything like that, but a lot of people love a white Christmas for sure. Yeah, it'll be interesting. So yeah, check to see if you guys have any other questions on here. I was asking about the holiday shopping. Is it me? The person that I have yet to get for, sorry Stu, it is not for you. Dalem? Is your moped put away for the winter? Yes, it is. I normally put that away the first time that they start laying salt down, because I've rebuilt my bikes. I've spent a lot of time on them. I don't want to get salt on them. So as soon as they lay salt down, I don't want rust because as soon as they lace that salt down, I'm done for the season. I'll work on them in the garage and everything, but as far as riding, our wind chill outside right now is 13 degrees. That's before you're actually riding, going 20, 30 miles an hour. Wind chill would be below 0. Moped is definitely put away for the season. But that's not to say, if we get a 50, 60 degree day sometime in the middle of January or something, I may break it out, especially if there's rain beforehand to wash some of the salt off. Eric asked me, how many studios and floors do you have there? We have a Studio A, which is where everything is in here. We have the green screen, the anchor desk. There's also a Studio B. That's where our kitchen set is. They're actually building a new green screen for us. You guys probably won't notice it much at home, but you actually can watch that back there in the, they're building it in the other room. But they're supposed to have that done by the first of the year. How do you do this Ustream? Just your iPhone and its mic? Or is there a mic at your weather desk? Well, there is a microphone here at the weather desk. But the microphone that I'm using for this is actually through the phone. Which is a good question, because I actually could try to hook a microphone to the phone if the audio... Well, maybe we'll try that next week, Alex. Maybe I'll try to hook up a microphone to my iPhone and see if we can get a little better audio quality. Just a thought. Or maybe what I'll do... Yeah, we'll try it next week. I'll say maybe I'll try it tonight, but I don't know if I have all the gear here. So, yep. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. All right. Refresh my page. Let's go back over here real quick. All right, if you guys have any other questions, let me know on the Ustream social stream, or if you guys want to, like I said, you guys can tweet me at AndrewWSYX6. It's normally the easiest way to do that, and I will get back to you guys with your answers. Refresh my Facebook page, see if there's anything new there. 2 seconds ago, he answered. Adam, showing the snow. Adam, that is one model. I do know what you're showing there. I see the picture that you are showing. This is what Adam's showing. And I have to be honest, I didn't show this because this is way too much. This is one forecast model, 20 inches of snow before Christmas. That is one model out of about, well, let's see, ones that go out that far. I looked at the Navy, I looked at the Canadian, I looked at the American, I looked at the European. That is the only model that's showing that much snow, and I am not buying it because that is the only thing that's showing that right now. But thanks for sharing that, Adam. I appreciate it. I'm a pot stirrer myself. I appreciate you stirring the pot with that. So yeah, the snow that I was showing you, that was by the 22nd, and his image that he posted, that goes to the 23rd. All right, let's see what else is going on in the social stream. Adam Sparks just sent an image of that crazy snow model forecast. It's in the comments section, so I did see that, Adam. So thanks for sending that again. That's one model, and I hate even talking about one model that's showing something completely different from the rest. If tonight it shows that exact same thing, I would definitely get on board, but that one stray model is really hard. When Bill Kelly was doing the weather and looking at tower cam, why was there a red light going on and off? Well, right next to our camera, for instance, let's say that this is our camera upstairs and it's pointing out this way. There's a red flashing light over here on the side, so that way if there's a plane, it knows that it's there, and it doesn't fly into the tower. They have to have those for FCC regulations and probably FAA regulations too, because you don't want an airplane hitting the radio tower. Just be bad all around. What's been your favorite thing to report on while in Columbus? Question from Alex May. Good question. What's my favorite thing to report on since I've been to Columbus? There's been some fun ones. I've interviewed a squirrel. I've interviewed a hog, a pig, I had a fun one earlier this week. I love stories when there's enough time, like you know what you want to do before you even go out. So like Tuesday's story that I did, which just so you guys can see, I will post a link to it. Tuesday's story that I did was one of the more fun ones, just because I knew what I wanted to do as soon as I was walking out the door, and I was able to get everything ready to go, so I was able to put the story together a lot faster than normal. So let me post that in here for you real quick. Paste. I would say my favorite thing to do when I'm doing a story is just the fact that having a story where I know I love the story topic that I'm doing, I can get everything done in a quick manner, gives me a little bit of extra time in the afternoon to make sure my web script is really good, send that to the web. And you can tell in the story, I think I had a lot more fun with it. So that story was just talk about how much snow we've seen for November and December. I mean, my job is all about the weather, so when I can do a story that relates to the weather, it's a lot more fun. So I love doing stories like that. I'm trying to think of other fun stories that I've done since I've been here. There's been a lot of fun ones. As a matter of fact, let me go back to what I was just looking at. History, uploads. I have a list of some of my stories that I've done. In the summertime, I did the bicycling, which I don't know if any of you guys caught that. If you guys did not get to see it, let me know and I'll post the link to that as well. So what I did when we were dealing with 90-degree days, I rode my bicycle from the station to downtown Columbus and then back, and it was about a 45, 50-minute trip. And I weighed myself with water beforehand and then afterward, and I lost it. On air, I lost 5 pounds, but I was still wearing some wet clothes. When I took those off and put back on dry clothes, I actually lost a lot more than that. So that one was pretty cool. Again, if you guys haven't seen that, I can post a YouTube link to that as well. Another thing that I really like doing is we had our severe weather special that we aired earlier this year, and just doing all of those weather stories for that were a lot of fun. Just any stories where I'm outside getting to have some fun. That's my love. All right, so let's see. Have you seen a weird thing in Tower Cam during newscasts? We've had some wasps up there. Occasionally we'll see a hawk fly by. The snow came in earlier than usual this year. Does that mean it will be worse next month? From Adam Sparks. What we're seeing, I think, this year is just the fact that when we are seeing these cold blasts of air, there's enough Gulf moisture pushing its way up as well that so far I think that if we keep this pattern going, we will definitely see a lot of snow for the next couple of months. And if you think about it, even this year, we had a little bit of a dry spell in the later part of the summer, but the spring and fall, a lot of it was pretty wet for us. So the benefit of, if you love the snow, is that we've had a very wet pattern for the last, well, I'd say almost a year. There's only been 1 month, like later in the summer, where it kind of dwindled down a little bit. All right, so let's see what else is going on here, see if there are any new comments. Looks like we have a comment from Sherry. Sherry saying, when did weather become WIX? Is this a new thing? Not a new thing. It's just the abbreviation for weather. It's just the shorter abbreviation for it. It's been around for a long time, as far as I know. I don't know when it was started, but that's when it go. So a question from Mindy Kidney. Or sorry, let me do that again. Midney Kennedy. How's Wednesday's weather looking? Well, Wednesday right now will be cold, staying below freezing all day long. But as far as snow, Wednesday looks to be one of the drier days, where drier means just no snow falling at the time. But it will be cold, a low of 21, a high of 31 with partly cloudy skies for Wednesday. So pretty cold day all around for us. All right, let's see, another question. Can you post the link to your YouTube on Twitter and tag me at it? I don't know what your Twitter handle is, Eric, but I am posting it here in the social stream, so hopefully you will be able to get it that way. And I'm assuming that you meant just what I was talking about with the with that story that I did earlier this week about the snow. All right, see if there's anything else on here. Again, we'll keep this going until about 9 o'clock, so if you guys have any other questions, make sure to ask them. You guys can post those in the social stream, or if you guys want to on Twitter, Andrew WSYX6 is a great way of getting a hold of me if you guys are on there. Check out Twitter. Today has 9, 10 plus notes on the past one. All right, let's refresh Facebook, see if there are any new questions on there for you guys. I don't know if anybody else is a Homeland fan. I'm a huge Homeland fan. I'm excited for that season finale tonight. Very excited for that. Not seeing any other new questions. Do 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 do. If you guys have any other questions, like I said, go ahead, fire away. We'll keep this going until 9 o'clock, so another 5 minutes or so. And I will get to those questions. Ooh. So Alex May asking, what's your favorite social media? You seem to have a big footprint in all of them. Great question. I would have to say my least favorite, I'll start off there and narrow it down. My least favorite is Vine. The only reason is because you can't link to your profile. Like, think about it. Your Facebook, you can have a link to it. For the Ustream, there's a direct link to all of your stuff. Facebook, it shows all of your stuff with your link for your profile. Vine, it's just one individual video, and you can't watch everyone else's video unless you're using an iPhone. So Vine would be my least favorite. As far as all of my other ones, because I'm on a lot, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Ustream, Tumblr. Tumblr I only really use for severe weather notifications, for severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings, watches for both of those as well. So Tumblr I'm going to kind of throw out the window. Ustream, I really like it because when we're doing stuff like this, especially when there's big weather coming, I can really interact with you guys a lot faster. So if you guys have a question about the weather, like, well, who was it earlier? Mindy asking, what's the weather going to be like on Wednesday? I can answer that question specifically right away. You don't have to wait for me typing it up and getting back to you. So I like the Ustream, the fact that I can respond quickly. YouTube is a good database to hold everything. So as far as YouTube, I wouldn't consider that really a social media. And then Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I view Instagram as more of a push. Facebook or Twitter? That's a great question. I think Facebook you can interact better. Twitter's more for a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. So I would have to say, Facebook and Twitter are my top two, followed with Instagram and Ustream. Not that I don't like Ustream, it's just you can't use it all the time. You can't post something and then come back to it later. So it's more kind of a like, all right, we're here right now in this individual moment. We're connecting right now. But Facebook and Twitter, I think, are better for prolonged periods of social interaction. That's just my two thoughts. Call me crazy. All right, let's go back, see if there's anything else on the social stream. Who is doing the 10 p.m. news for you today? Tonight, the 10 p.m. news will be with Tara Morgan. She is a reporter, but she's filling in for Adam Arrow while he's doing the morning show. While Pete Scalia is out with his double hip replacement, Tara will be anchoring tonight. She also anchored last night. So let's see here, see if there are any other questions, because otherwise we're going to end this in a couple of minutes. Again, thanks to Adam for sending in that photo, or that image of the forecast model. He's good. He looked at it. I was trying to sneak it by you guys, because I don't like I said, unless it's multiple runs of a forecast model, if there's one, I don't even like to bring it up, because the chances of it verifying, considering that that's the only one model run. But yeah, if that verifies, next week will be nuts. All right, so let's see if there are any other questions on here. Alex is a big fan of Homeland. I love Homeland as well. It is fantastic. Although I'm kind of worried how this season is going to end up. All right. Dylan Moody saying, won't let me on to watch your show. I guess there's an issue with the computer. All right. Well, I don't see any other questions. So, one other one. Eric asked, do you ever want to be an anchor? It's fun. I enjoy it. I would be better at our 9 a.m. broadcast where there are no scripts. because of my dyslexia. But I don't mind it. I've done it before. It was fun. I like doing the weather a lot more. Just plain and simple. I love doing the weather. All right. So again, thanks for everyone asking the questions. Thanks for Adam jumping on, sharing that image. And appreciate you guys chiming in, giving me your 2 thoughts. And hopefully we'll have some more people next time. Share the fact that I'm doing this. Other friends can get on, ask their questions too, and we'll interact with people. But again, I appreciate all of you guys jumping on here, asking your questions. We'll do it same time, same place next week, 8:30, Sunday night. And have a good evening. If you guys have any other questions, again, I'm always on Twitter, Andrew WSYX, and Facebook. Just search Andrew Michael, or if you want to type it in, facebook.com/Andrew Michael ABC6 Fox 28. Thanks for all the questions, guys. Have a great week. Be careful out there on the roads tomorrow because a little bit of snow overnight tonight is going to cover some of that ice out there. Have a good one. I like doing the weather a lot more. Just plain and simple. I love doing the weather. All right. So again, thanks for everyone asking the questions. Thanks for Adam jumping on, sharing that image. And appreciate you guys chiming in, giving me your 2 thoughts, and hopefully we'll have some more people next time. Share the fact that I'm doing this. Other friends can get on, ask their questions too, and we'll interact with people. But again, I appreciate all of you guys jumping on here, asking your questions. We'll do it same time, same place next week, 8:30, Sunday night. And have a good evening. If you guys have any other questions, again, I'm always on Twitter, Andrew WSYX6, and Facebook. Just search Andrew Michael, or if you want to type it in, facebook.com/Andrew Michael ABC6 Fox 28. Thanks for all the questions, guys. Have a great week. Be careful out there on the roads tomorrow because a little bit of snow overnight tonight is going to cover some of that ice out there. Have a good one.